clarity of my JD for marketing. And so this video is really important to me because our network has really struggled to understand what is marketing versus sales versus advertising versus digital and physical and all of that. And so it's really important to me that you guys pay attention to this video and you understand exactly what marketing does. The other thing I'm going to suggest before you begin is that you check out the VPOGV and VPOGE clarity of my JD videos so you can understand what your OGX counterparts do and understand what is their job versus my job and where exactly do we overlap. Okay, so let's get to it. The first thing I want you guys to know is that I'm going to be going through the 3 parts of your JD. So the first is business, and this is kind of think of anything physical, and that involves like a lot of activities, and also the pre-attraction phase, which is research. So first, responsible for market understanding and customer persona customization. So this is you doing the research and doing the tool that you guys are going to be working on before WNC. OGV and OGE product marketing strategy, which means you have a separate strategy for OGV and OGE and how you're going to market that product. Ensure that OGV and OGE marketing activities are aimed at target persona, so you're making sure that the messaging that the EP managers are actually saying is actually a message that is meant to attract this one target persona. The next one is conversion strategy open to applied. So this is where you really overlap with OGV and OGE, is you're supposed to be making sure that you guys have a strategy that is very clear of how to get the customer from open to applied. And the role that you play in this aspect is that you know your marketing has been really good if all of your EPs are only applying to your country partners, because that's all that you market. Creation and management of the marketing calendar. So we know this one, you are in charge of making sure physical marketing happens. So that means scheduling the calendar, setting it up, and coordinating with OGV and OGE that their members actually go to these activities. The second section is content, and so think of literally content, the stuff that is visual of your JD. So first of this is aligning local level content to the national campaign. So think about, like, if we have a national campaign, making sure that the flyers and things that you're creating align in terms of branding, but also in terms of just like messaging and making sure that we aren't saying 2 very different things on the national level and local level. Next is creation of social media strategy. So this is if you guys are going to be having your members post in like Facebook groups or post on their own personal Instagram, or if they're going to be like Snapchatting or like whatever they're going to be doing, is just making sure that that's aligned. What is that messaging? What does it look like? Investment in social media ads. So you guys have the ability to invest in Facebook, Instagram ads on the national level. So this is what you're in charge of as well. And then the third section is data. So marketing is a data-heavy role, and I could have bullet points on this that go on forever, but I only highlighted 2 major ones here, and that's evaluating performance of marketing channels via referrals. So how many activities did you do in this one channel, and how many opens did you get from that channel? And then tracking number of opens that are target persona, so making sure that the marketing that you're doing and the people that you're drawing in are actually the people that you're targeting. So the measure of success for marketing is 3 things: number of opens, number of applicants, and open to applied conversion rate. Opens, because this is the first step of getting people in the funnel. Applicants, because this measures how it crosses over to OGV and OGE, and this is like pushing somebody into the customer flow. And open to applied, you want to make sure that you are effective in keeping your members and keeping your EPs and pushing them through the funnel. So that's why you're measuring open to applied, so you can see how many of the people that you actually get to make accounts actually turn into applying, and it helps measure effectiveness. Then there's also KPIs under these. Of course, there are more that you'll be tracking yourself, but what your LCP should track you on is % marketing calendar achieved. So number of activities planned versus achieved, the number of activities versus referrals, which is something we talked about before. So like, is my tabling effective if I'm doing 10 hours of tabling and getting 1 open from tabling? Applicants, the KPIs that go underneath that is applicants to EYP, which is the applicants to your country partners, and number of applicants to campaign target. So whoever you are targeting, how many of your applicants are actually going to that target. So if your target is Argentina, how many applicants did you get to Argentina, etc. And then open to applied conversion rate, the KPIs that go underneath that is number of contacted opens and number of consultancy meetings, because this is the part where you and OGV overlap and you're able to see what actions are we doing to be able to convert our opens to applied. Then underneath here I have what are the main synergies for marketing. So the first, of course, is OGV and OGE. These are your best friends. Whether you like them or not, you're going to have to work with them your entire role. So make sure that you know who these people are and you know their work ethic and you know exactly what they want and you know exactly what their job is, so that way you guys can work really well together. And the things that you'll be doing with them, and this is a weekly meeting, is number of opens, looking at number of applicants open to apply, process time open to apply, number of applicants to partners, and a number of applicants to campaign target. These are the things that you already track yourselves. They're, of course, going to come to you and say, how many approvals do we have, etc. And together with all of this information you guys are looking at, where are we having problems and who needs to do what to fix it? And those meetings end up being very, very productive. So make sure they're happening weekly and you guys are looking at these numbers at every single meeting. Next, your main synergy is finance, so investments in physical materials, social media ads, ROI on investments. This is your best buddy, and you are the person that's going to be picking things that your LC needs to spend money on. And so make sure you're working with them to find clear measures of success of the things that you invest in. And TM, of course, you're going to be working with them on a few things, but synergy over % of members achieving their goals, especially because a lot of members are going to be doing marketing activities, and you're the person that's kind of creating those opportunities for them to do activities. And then team standards, education cycle, etc. And this is specifically for VP marketings that will be having a team, and that will be an even more intense synergy with TM if you have a team. Then the national touch points is monthly network calls, campaign downscaling, bi-weekly coaching calls, and then weekly newsletters and education. Then over here I have the desired abilities for marketing. So you can see here, ISIC brand, market research and analysis, consumer research, product knowledge, product marketing, data analysis, experience showcasing, and conference attendance. So if you have any of these abilities, it's just going to kind of set you a little bit above everybody else because it is giving you things that will help elevate your job. And the benefits of this role, of course, marketing skills, sales skills, market and consumer research experience. You're definitely going to get that before WNC. And then communication skills, data analytics skills, working with multiple stakeholders, and gaining very professional experience. So those are the things that you guys are really, really, truly going to get out of this role, and this makes it a little special. And then the last section I have here is just if people have a team. So this here shows that team management, just typical team standards, things that you need to have. So just make sure to check that out. And this is other things is what you'll be measured on based off of like how you are as a team manager. So that is the LCVP marketing role. So make sure you understand it, you look at it, you love it, and you also check out the OGX Clarity of JD videos as well. And that's it. Have a great day.